Om Trambakam Yajamahe. Yajamahe. We worship Lord Shiva. We worship Bhagavan. What does it mean to worship? There was a young farmer, and all he wanted was a son. He had just gotten married, and he was praying and praying for a son. And so he would offer flowers to Lord Shiva every day. He would offer milk. He would go to the temple. And before you know it, he had a son. But his last offering was, Lord Shiva, I will give you 500 rupees when I get a son. And so he got that son. And that baby was born, and he was overjoyed. And so it was time to offer 500 rupees to the temple for the upkeep of the temple, because that's where he went to pray. And so he was thinking, and he said, oh, tomorrow I'll offer 500 rupees. Oh, tomorrow. And he kept delaying and delaying. And finally, a few months passed, and he didn't offer the 500 rupees. He said, oh, actually for Lord Shiva, he doesn't really need money. He's Lord Shiva anyway, right? So why don't I just give 50 rupees? It's okay, 50 rupees. What will Lord Shiva do with 500 rupees? To him, he must be the same. It must be the same. He's Ekam Eva Advitiya. 50 rupees. So 50 rupees, he was thinking. He said, tomorrow I'll offer 50 rupees. That 50 rupees, after 2 weeks, he said, Lord Shiva, the temple's there. He'll take care. 5 rupees is enough. Just 5 rupees is enough. I'll give 5 rupees. So he says, okay, 5 rupees. So finally, he was going to the temple with his heart heavy because he has to give that 5 rupees. And he sees on his way to the temple someone selling coconuts. And so he says, why don't I just give Lord Shiva 5 coconuts? Why 5 rupees? I'll just give Lord Shiva 5 coconuts. So he went to the coconut seller and said, can you give me 5 coconuts for 5 rupees? The coconut seller said, no, I'll give you 5 coconuts for 10 rupees. He said, no, but I want 5 coconuts for 5 rupees. And so the coconut seller said, if you want cheaper coconuts, you go walk and you'll find. So finally, he walked, and his chappals were torn, and he reached another coconut seller, and he says, now listen, I will give you 3 rupees, you give me 5 coconuts. That coconut seller said, what are you talking about? If you're that cheap, you just go climb the tree yourself and pluck the coconuts. And so he went. He said, yeah, he's right. Free coconuts, nothing like it. He climbed the tree. He started to pluck the coconuts. And he was trying to juggle all the coconuts and come down. And what happened is he fell from the tree. The fate of this man who fell from the coconut tree, who went from 500 rupees to 50 rupees to 5 rupees to 5 coconuts to climbing the tree. That man is like you and me. We pray to Bhagavan and we say, Bhagavan, when you bless us this, when you give us this, we'll fast. Or we promise we'll wake up earlier. Or we promise every day we'll do our sadhana. And we make these promises to God. And then when we do get what we want, we delay. I know I'm supposed to do it, but I'll start next week. Or I'll start in 2 weeks. And then after that, I know I said I'll do 20 minutes of sitting down quietly, but maybe just 10 minutes. Maybe just 10 minutes of sitting quietly. And I know, Bhagavan, I said 10 minutes, but maybe just 5 minutes is enough. 5 minutes. And before we know it, we just come to perish. We don't do any sadhana. We don't do any of the things that we've said we do. Everything just goes down the drain. This is unfortunately how sometimes we worship God. How to truly worship God is to stay true to our commitment. Just like we have a commitment to people in our family, to friends. We have commitments and we make commitments, and to so many commitments, we are on time. We are prompt. And for Bhagavan, sometimes we're a no-show. Sometimes we just don't show up. The most important commitment is our time with God. The way to worship God is exclusive time with God. And not that kind of bargained time that 2 minutes today, 5 minutes. Consistent, quality, exclusive time. This is called worship. It must be consistent, daily, and quality. Not that I sat for 20 minutes, but I sat for 20 minutes thinking about my children and not God. Consistent, quality, and exclusive time. Not that I'm sitting and doing my japa, but while doing my japa, I'm texting on WhatsApp. Exclusive. That's called yajamahe. So when you and I are able to do that, that is the worship of Lord Shiva. So even today, when we do our Maha Mrtyunjaya Mantra, and we think of Lord Shiva, try to think exclusively of Lord Shiva without thinking anything else. It's a very hard task. It's not easy, but we can try. And the more we're able to train the mind to exclusively think at one point, at one time, this mind will work great wonders. That's the key. So let us try and see what happens. Let's start with 3 ohms. Om. 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 Slowly relax your body. Relax your feet, ankles. Relax your legs. Your knees. Thighs. Relax your hips. Stomach. Chest. Lower back. Upper back. Relax your shoulders, arms, hands, fingertips. Relax your neck, your face, forehead, and the tip of your head. Just relax your whole entire body, from the tip of your head all the way to your toes. Just relax, relax, and relax. Take a deep inhale. Inhale, true worship. Exhale, distraction. Inhale, commitment. Exhale, delay. Inhale, focus. Exhale, scattering of the mind. Just feel your mind focus on a central point and keep it there. Whenever we do this japa, it's also training the mind to be more brilliant than it has ever been before. If we can just hold it, even for this session, our mind will improve greatly.